Job done against Huntingdon, 34-21. Penn Cambria shuts out the Hilltoppers, 39-0. Chestnut Ridge takes care of business against Central Cambria, 42-21. Forest Hills gets the win on homecoming, 42-14 over the Bedford Bison. McCourt Carroll collects their first win on the year, beating Johnstown 42-0 at the Point Stadium. Bald Eagle has no problem with Bellefonte, winning 55-7. Clearfield has a solid performance, winning 35-7 over Penns Valley. And Bellwood Annis wins in Phillipsburg, beating the Mountaineers 20-7.
How you answer this is going to be very important because there might be a lot of people that judge you on some of your answers. So I got to ask. Welcome back, everybody, to this week's episode of Four Down Territory. I'm your host, Brooks Lohr, realtor with Realty One Group, Gold Standard. As always, sitting next to me, head coach Brandon Bailey. Coach, how we doing today?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Good. It's getting hot out there. It was cold last week.
For the time being.
Yeah, it's supposed to drop this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, we got another week and another Rams win. You guys got to be feeling good.
Yeah, it was a good win. I mean, we thought Somerset was a quality football team, and we went out there and really, I think, played well in the first half, scored all 5 possessions, held them really without many yards in the whole first half. So very, very happy with that performance.
Yeah, nothing to complain about there. Talking about that game, let's talk about the Reckless Ram, Cody Yeager. Cody, tough kid, may not get the eye-popping stats as some other players, but tough in run support, good on pass defense, and plays fearlessly. Coach, what does Cody bring to this team?
Yeah, I mean, Cody, as a sophomore last year was, I think, coasting along through camp and thought he was going to be, play a lot of JV time during the season. And then Graydon Lewis goes down, and we looked at Cody and we said, it's time to go. And he went in, and that game started making big plays, continued throughout the year. We consider him a team leader, and he's having a great season for us. Our strong safety is a really important part of what we do on defense. He helps get our guys lined up, make sure they're all in the right spots, and then he flies around and covers people in difficult situations, and also is a great run supporter.
Yeah, and that showed on the field Friday night. I mean, 6 points for Somerset, and that was later on in the game. Huh?
11 seconds.
11 seconds? Wow. Got to tidy up Coach Rip for that second string, huh?
Yeah, we'll get it fixed.
All right. Well, hey, let's jump in. Coach, first down, obviously we talked about it. Very impressive win on Friday night for the Rams, 46-6, 40-point victory. Like you said, 11 seconds to go. Homecoming victory. I'm sure the boys had a fun weekend. This team looks a little bit different these past 2 weeks. I think the Rams have been playing a little different. Have you noticed that in your team and since the McCourt game? And what was the spark that you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think you always want to peak in November and December. You never, you're never coming out and trying to, to be your best on August the 25th or whenever the first game is. We just continue to get better. We had a lot of young kids, and I think it takes them a little bit of time to get accustomed to their teammates, to the speed of the play. And sometimes, you have an off night. McCourt, we probably didn't play our best game. They played really well. We had a few turnovers that kind of kept the score down a little bit, but I was happy with our effort. I mean, I think we've been giving great effort. I really like this team, and not just their physical effort on the field, but also always being ready to practice, always being ready to play.
All right, Coach. Second down. Let's give some love to a position that might not really be talked about too much when you talk about football. Your kicker, Noah Ricco. Missed his first extra point of the year, and then since then has been flawless, and also made his first field goal last weekend. Richland has a history of sending kickers to the next level to kick in college, and Noah might be one of those guys that's on your team now. How important is it for a high school team to have a dependable kicker, and also how do you guys always find a kid in school with a golden boot?
Yeah, I mean, it's been different things throughout the years, in all honesty, at the kicking position. Sometimes sharing them, with the soccer team. But Noah's a kid. It's been a football, kid all the way up through. Never played varsity soccer, and just I think fell in love with the being a kicker and really works on his craft year round. spends a lot of time working with specialists, going to camps, and I think his leg strength has really improved over last year. It was incredibly consistent last year, but now we certainly trust him. If we're in a game tying or game winning situation at the end of a game, I would probably from 45 yards in give him a shot at it.
And not too many high school teams have a kid that they can send out there to make that kick.
Yeah, that's correct. And again, his consistency is what's key. I mean, he's not only going to kick that ball far, but he's going to likely put it between the uprights.
All right, Coach. Johnstown this week, last game of the West 1 divisional grouping, last game against the city schools that Richland plays. What preparation has gone into this week preparing for Johnstown and also trying to lock up that West 1 divisional?
I think a long time ago, we've come up with the mindset that we're always practicing against ourselves and preparing, because if we take care of ourselves and we take care of the ball, we know our assignments, we're going to likely have success on Friday night. So to us, the opponent doesn't matter. I mean, we're going to game plan, we're going to prepare whoever that is, but we're going to practice all week on those fundamentals. We got to be a great tackling team. We got to know our assignments. We got to make sure we're not jumping off sides on teams that are trying to do that to you. So for us, it's not any different than any other week. They're struggling a bit, but we know they're talented. So any given Friday night, things can happen.
All right, Coach, fourth down, we're going to talk about how the new Laurel Highlands Conference is set up. You've got an East Division and a West Division, and then within that, there's a Division I, Division II. Right now, Central and Bald Eagle lead the East Division, and Richland and Chestnut Ridge are on top of the West. All of those teams are undefeated. With the new structure, walk us through the Rams' path to potentially another conference championship.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting with the new league. I mean, we have 20 schools, so there's the West and the East, and within that, there's two sections in each one of those divisions. So, I believe coming into week 7, Richland and Chestnut Ridge are both undefeated in the West. In the East, the Central Dragons and Bald Eagle are both undefeated in the East Division. That being said, there's still a lot of really good 1-loss teams and 2-loss teams. I think this Friday Bald Eagle plays Clearfield, and I think Chestnut Ridge plays Ben Cambria. So some great matchups on Friday night. For us, we're just continuing to take care of our deal. We got to get past that scrappy Johnstown team on Friday night, and then we have a really tough finish to the season with a 1-win Clearfield team and a undefeated Chestnut Ridge team in week 9. So we just got to take care of our business. Hopefully finish 9-0, and hopefully have a chance to move on and play in a conference championship.
Yeah, and kind of a gauntlet coming down the stretch here, Coach. I know you said trying to play your best football, into October and November. And that's good because, like you said, you got the Clearfield team, you got the Ridge team, and then you're going to have another tough opponent, whoever it is, coming from the other side on week 10.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and I've had a chance just because we've played a lot of common opponents to just take a quick peek at Clearfield and also Chestnut Ridge, and also have seen Central and Bald Eagle as well on tape, and all really quality opponents. So it'll be some difficult games down the stretch. Yeah,
and we spoke earlier this year. The conference championship might be a little sweeter this year with just how hard that's going to be.
Yeah, no doubt. Whoever wins it will have earned it.
Yeah. All right, Coach, time for our overtime question, and how you answer this is going to be very important because there might be a lot of people that judge you on some of your answers. So I got to ask, where do you like to get a steak in town? And more importantly, how do you like that steak prepared?
Well, we'll go backwards on this. I'm like a medium well guy.
Okay.
I don't want it raw. I don't want it all bloody and stuff whenever it's coming out, but I certainly don't want it charred as well. So there's definitely a fine line there. Love it on a steak on the backyard grill. Going over to mom and dad's house and having that is always a nice thing. But in town, one of my go-tos is the peppercorn steak over at Nico's.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Horton does a great job with his steak, and in all honesty, down at the new Pike restaurant in Somerset Pike.
Oh yeah.
Lamont Croco's opened that up recently. I had a chance to head down there, and got to give real high reviews on that one as well.
Really? I didn't even know that was an option.
There you go. Now you know.
Well, maybe I'll try it out. I know you mentioned Nico's, but you're not a sushi guy, huh?
I am not. Everyone else eats sushi there, but
yeah.
I pay for a lot of sushi with my kids.
Yeah, they're big sushi people.
They can be.
Yeah. I think we got to give a shout out to Rizzo's Steak Tips as well.
Oh yeah, that's.
I know we're crossing again.
We are crossing into Wimber.
5963, but Rizzo's puts out a good steak tips, and then about a month ago, Anthony's sometimes runs a special. They do a little wood-fired shrimp along with a steak and a mashed potato and a salad, and pretty good deal. You better go hungry.
Yeah, those Rizzo steak tips, they're fabulous, and I've actually kind of crafted my own steak tips at the house.
Based off.
Some good marinade over 24 hours, and really have kind of crafted it at home as well.
Well, while we're on it, where do you grab your steaks from when you cook at home? You Canzati's, Market Basket, Walmart?
All of the above. Try to shop around. I'm a deal guy. Anyone knows me as I'm a little bit frugal. So if Market Basket got the better rate on during the week, they're going to beat out Canzati's or Ideal or anybody else.
Yeah, we go to Canzati's a little bit. I know Coach Rip always likes the Delmonico's from there.
Yeah, you're able to get in and out real quick there too. It's kind of nice. You don't have to
driving, pulling out can be a little tight parking lot.
Yeah, you got to be really thoughtful whenever you're parking.
Yeah, or else you go in there and you can end up spending a little bit more than you thought. I mean,
yeah, and there's some bad drivers too. Like that's when you're trying to back up and 3 different people are trying to pull in, it can be a problem.
Yeah, so that wraps up this week's episode. Good luck to the Rams Friday night. They travel to Trojan Stadium to kick off at 7 o'clock. So any last words?
Go Rams.
Go Rams. Hey, everybody. Thank you for watching this week's episode of 4 Down Territory. I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to take this moment to say that if you're ever looking to buy or sell a home in the area, I would love to earn your business. If you're looking for a realtor who utilizes social media and the latest tools and technology, I'm your guy. I have over 7 years of experience in the real estate industry, and I'm born and raised in this town. So, whether you're looking to sell or buy, I'm your guy. Give me a call. My contact info is below.
With the home stretch of the regular season beginning tonight in Week 7, let's look at the current divisional standings as of Week 6 for the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. Starting in East 1, Central sits atop the division at 6-0. Bishop Guilfoyle and Tyrone are tied for second at 3-3, and Bellwood, Annis, and Huntingdon are tied for last, both at 1-5. In East 2, Bald Eagle is first with a 6-0 record, followed closely by Clearfield at 5-1. Penns Valley is third at 4-2. Phillipsburg Osceola sits at fourth at 1-5, and the 0-6 Raiders of Bellefonte fill in the 5th spot in East 2. Then over in the West, starting with West 1, the Rams sit atop the division at 6-0. Somerset is second at 3-3. The West
believes my point. Exactly that. That we have an opportunity to kind of get the teams in a position where, this is what we thought was going to embrace it. But if you give them a chance and give them a little spirit, then you're going to have to fight through it. We had worried coming in whether weather would be an element in this. They got a great equalizer on a team that throws and relies on speed, a slippery field, but the rain for the time being seems to have subsided. I know you grabbed some photographic evidence of a glorious rainbow.
It was beautiful. It was actually a double rainbow, which is kind of really, really
cool. And here come the Trojans, led by Coach Antoine Reed.
Sponge, how is the weather down there? Pretty warm temperatures as we came down. And did you speak with Grayson Malla as well to the extent out there? How's he doing? Yeah, we have a couple big opponents coming into Hurlinger Field next 2 weeks. And Clearfield will be coming in next week, and after that, a tough Chestnut Ridge team who's taking on Penn Cambria tonight as well. It's a big game in Laurel Highlands.
That'll be a fun one to find out about. You really get a measure of what Chestnut Ridge has to offer. Penn Cambria has ripped through things following their opening week loss against those Richland Rams, and that'll certainly, if you're a high school football enthusiast, without any skin in the game, that's still one that you're interested in.
Yeah, the other game is Bald Eagle and Clearfield are also playing tonight, so that sets up a nice matchup as well. So a couple of games we're going to certainly keep an eye on as we roll through this one.
You mentioned next week's game is against Clearfield, that's back home, and that is our Salute the Heroes night. And of course, every year we pick one night out of the season. Military salute, but this year more focused on our first responders, fire, police, EMS, and donation from our fundraiser will be going to the Richland Fire Department. So if you're listening and you're able to go to the game, we hope you'll certainly show up, not only to support the Rams next week, but to be part of the Salute the Heroes evening, and we'll go from there. I'm not saying it's official. There's at least a possibility that Taylor Swift will be in attendance. That seems to really drive attendance. I don't know. We've made accommodations. Stone and I have made accommodations that she can sit in the prep spots between her and I, right? So
that's kind of different than her. I don't know how that's going to work out. The way we have to sit. But well, I'm sure we can work that out.
Has declared October 1st to October 7th as PIAA official.
All right, so Johnstown going to take the ball. Richland would have done it. I mean, if Richland had won the toss, they would have preferred anyway. So spot Richland wants to be in there with Johnstown taking the ball first.
We're going to wrap up with Taylor Swift logistics. If she's coming and it means you have to leave, you're gone.
That's a round of applause.
Thank you, Brian. See, the sponge has got my back. You guys can care less. It really only be done for Taylor Swift. I see how you two are.
So, Sponge, I'm curious. It stopped raining, but how the drainage on the field? There's an artificial surface here, but it can still be slick given the amount of rain we've had in short order. If you could lay down on the 30 and make a snow angel, if we could see it splashes, that's just in the name of science, Sponge. All right.
All right, it's been confirmed. Sponge says the surface is good. And we're all set for football here on a cloudy, overcast, right now not raining night here at Trojan Stadium. As Richland decked out in the all-white uniforms. Trojans in their black and light blue.
We'll point out the Trojans with splashes of pink in their socks and others here. Of course, there's a first thing they're wearing this month, so hats off to the JHS program for recognizing that, and their players all in on that.
All right, so Noah Rico going to be on and kicking away for the Rams. Back deep for the Trojans is number 1, Joe Beanie Jr.
I think you're right on.
All right, here we go. Rico puts this high and deep, field it right around the 10-yard line. This is going to be Beanie Jr. And Beanie will go off the right side for around the 20-yard line. Good special teams there by the Rams on a 10-yard return. Trojans take over first and 10.
Well, when you get enough white in front of them, the red, white, and blue with wave coming down on that side, nobody could get a clean shot for a tackle, but he had to keep going wide to try to get around it, or he was going to get it, and he just ran out of space, and down we go. So just inside the 20, they're going to mark it. Referees have a tendency, of course, to put them on clean yard marks to begin things out, so it looks like they're putting the tip of the ball right on the 20. So easy measurements to begin.
All right, so the Trojans come out. This is the first series of the game. We are just underway. As it will be Julius Reed who will go into the gun.
Sometimes when you're an underdog, you come out and maybe you want to take a big pop right away, just see if you can build some momentum.
All right, Reed will hand this one off to number 7, Consier Baxter, who goes off the left side, picks up a nice chunky yards, and has a first down to about 34. So good start for the Trojans here. Good 14-yard run on first down.
I can tell you this, he's not slow. He took that handoff, it was clean, and it looked like we had a couple of guys that didn't have a good angle, but they were back there enough to get a reach out. If they close on that angle or they go for an ankle, they might have a better chance of it. But once he got the corner, he get some real momentum going. And so the Rams certainly don't want to give up those kind of yards on a simple end around play.
All right, ball spotted right around the 32-yard line. As Reed will go back in the gun with Baxter to his right. Reed going to pitch this out to Baxter. This time each other right side. Gets a touch in the back. Able to spin off the tackle before he's put down by Evan McCracken. And number 68, Ethan Jamidlo for basically maybe a yard gain at the 33.
Yeah, he's here tonight in our leg brace. On that last play, Joe Mackin got a hand on the guy and actually tugged on him, actually tore him out of the tackle line of Joe Penna. So he gave him a chance to move forward just about half a yard is what they ended up on.
All right, Julius Reed going to throw this one quickly out to his left. Has a man being chased down the sideline and tackled at about the 40-yard line. Short of this first down by about a yard, so bring up third down and 1.
Well, I'll tell you what, there were enough defenders around where that ball was caught. The Richland tacklers are going to, what they're going to have to do, and what they haven't done yet on a couple of running plays, is they can't freeze up and wait to see where he's going to move. They just got to go commit and make that running back, whoever has the ball, go direction, and have faith in their other teammates that they'll cover their responsibilities. You let those guys start juking and jiving out there, then they can find a hole, and they've done that twice so far in this trip.
All right, third down, they call it 3. This is Consier Baxter goes up the middle, and he will have enough for the first down as he pushes close to the 45-yard line. So good opening drive by the Trojans. A lot of Consier Baxter.
Ethan Jindal and Joe kind of met him in the hole there. He didn't get a whole lot, but he didn't need a whole lot, so they converted on the first down. So Richland, or rather Johnstown, ideally, if they get the third down, they want to get in that 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. They're working a lot behind the line of scrimmage, though. Sooner or later, Coach Rip will dial up and they'll run out of room back there. So either they'll take a pop or the Rams say, you need to get a play in the negative on the Trojans.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 45-yard line. We were at 9:15 here in the first quarter. First possession of the game by either team. Julius Reed going to run out to his left, being chased by Declan Piscatello, going to keep himself, puts it out of bounds. And there's a penalty on the play.
Well, I wonder if they're going to call a late hit or something. That seems a pretty ticky-tacky call. I don't know that he actually dove low on his way out. I don't know who they're calling on, but it came in late. He was throwing the ball away as he was running out, and the players were all converged right there. That's unfortunate. That'll give him a first down. Now, to the positive for Richland, there was nobody open. Actually, that's what flushed him out in the pocket and put him in that spot. That would have ended up a sack. It would have been a coverage sack.
All right, so 15-yard penalty on the late hit by the Rams. This pushes the ball into Richland territory. Again, this is just the opening drive of either team. The Trojans started this one at their own 20, and Jim now have it the whole way down to the looks like the 42-yard line of the Rams.
That was the negative play the Rams were hoping to get in on.
All right, Julius Reed will go in the gun. First down and 10. And Reed back to throw, straight back. Now it's been flushed out, rolls out to his right, and have to throw this one away. Again, great coverage downfield by the Rams. Had nowhere to go with that football.
Yeah, I will tell you, Ethan Janillo had good penetration. A couple of guys did, but I mentioned Ethan Janillo because it very much looked like somebody got a hold of his shoulder pads when he first goes through the line. No call on the play, but Ethan, sometimes when you're able to fight through that, you don't get the call. So the Rams have pushed it to a 2nd and 10 here. Although I would think Johnstown High at this point in their season, where they are now, they're past midfield, would probably take a 4-down approach to every possession once they get into Richland territory.
Absolutely. Running back now is number 2, Raheem Grant, who will be to the left of Julius Reed. And Reed back to throw again. Straight back throw, looking out to the left side, downfield, and he's going to call no penalty. Good coverage there by Jude McGarrett.
Well, I mean, Jude was close enough, and given his vertical, it would have to be a pretty exceptional pass to get in there. There was a little bit of space, but the ball, both men ended up diving. The ball ended up beyond both of them. So, big third down here for the Trojans on their opening drive.
The intended receiver was number 3, Alvin Keith. A little surprised, Jim. They had some really good runs by Consier Baxter, and ever since that late hit, we haven't seen Consier Baxter. So big third down and 10 upcoming. Ball at the Richland 42-yard line.
Well, he's in there now.
Yeah, he's in there in the backfield now. Pistol formation here, and this is a pitch out to he's going to throw, and we're going to flag up. There's going to be a holding call here on Johnstown. And Constable Baxter throws this one. We're looking for a man who threw out of bounds.
It's going to be holding.
The receiver is Gerald Bean.
That's from the line of scrimmage, though, right?
Yeah, to put him in a 4th and 10 sponge, and I think that'll be the right call as well. We'll see what Richland does here. I was just going to say that, Sponge. I mean, Richland, we know how Richland fans travel pretty well, and unfortunately for the Trojan fans, there's not very many. Yeah. All right, so 4th down and 10 for the Trojans.
Well, the Trojans are going to, number 19, Zamir Reed, is 6'2" and has some leaping ability here, and you've got to get that in. And sometimes you chuck it up and you're hoping that somebody makes a play or that you get a penalty on it that converts it. So I'd keep an eye on 19 and see if they flank him out to the right here a bit. They do have trips right as they begin.
All right, so here we go, 4th down and 10. Constable Baxter is in the backfield. Pistol formation once again for the Trojans. 4th down and 10 at the Richland 42-yard line. Reed has to swing out to his right, being chased. Joe Bennett was coming, has to throw it away, and that ball will fall short. So great penetration by Joe Bennett, forces a quick throw by Julius Reed, who hits the turf, and Richland takes over on downs at their own 42-yard line with 8:36 here in the first quarter.
They had Joe lined wide out on the hash mark and brought him in from there. It looked more like he was in coverage. Now, given the amount of distance between he and a very fast quarterback, the idea that he could close and make the tackle on that, the thing was he was coming hard enough and he got such a good jump, the quarterback knew that he didn't have time to actually plan his feet and then make the deep throw that he wanted to make. The fact that he had to be going on the run kind of limited where he was going to be able to go. So sometimes it's the pressure, not the actual tackle, that makes a difference.
All right, so 1st down and 10 for the Rams. We got to look at Dom Shank now. Starting quarterback is Grayson Mallett is out with an injury, and Shank will hand this one off to Evan McCracken. Evan McCracken able to make a spin move and gets over the 45 to about the 46-yard line.
I will admit I'm going to have a little more difficulty following number 5 as quarterback for the Rams out there.
Yeah, you get right, absolutely. It's always weird when you see your son's number on a different body.
I will tell you this, when I let Sam, for those that didn't listen last year, Sam quarterbacking the Rams last year at St. Francis. Now, when I let Sam know that what had gone on with our quarterback situation, I know he reached out to Dom to give him a couple words of encouragement and have him ready for the game as best he could from up there in Loretto.
All right, Kraken goes up the middle and maybe picks up a yard to about the looks like 47-yard line. Stop made by big number 52. Yeah, speaking of size, number 52, Denier Simpson, who made that play, is listed at 6'4", 313, nose tackle here in the center on offense. So 3rd down and about 5 for the Rams. Heavy backfield now as Shank will hand this one off to McCracken. McCracken able to get over the 50-yard line, makes a move, and McCracken got up for the 1st down as he gets to the 45-yard line of the Trojans.
All right, well, the good news, bad news for the Trojans on that run was that they managed to get enough traffic that Evan couldn't turn on the jets. But he was able to weave through that traffic, and I think on his second cut, he went left, right, and left again. Once he went forward, he went to a body, but he had the 1st down, so he did the right thing, didn't retreat anywhere, and moved the chains.
All right, so that ball spotted at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10, Richland. No score in the game as Shank throws this one batting down. He's looking for a man over the middle. Might have been Luke Feitel, the intended receiver. So maybe off the helmet.
I don't know. Did that go out of his hand low? That ball went ricocheting 15 yards up in the air.
Yeah, he's looking
back.
for the slant play. Yeah, looking for the slant, and Brent gets it a little bit low off the helmet. All right, so 2nd down and 10. We are at 6:50 remaining here in the 1st quarter. No score. Trojans took the ball to the 120, drove it all the way down to the Richland 42, turned it over on downs. So let's first look at the Richland offense. This drive started at their own 42. Johnstown keeps on himself as it goes up the gut. Now to the left side, gets over the 20-yard line before he's brought down with a bomb check. Able to carry the football all the way to the 19-yard line. First down, Richland.
All right, so you find out the starting quarterback is hurt. Your freshman son, who's the backup quarterback, has to stay in the game. We have a bird's eye view of Dom's parents, and with that run, they took their first inhale of the game. They can breathe a little. You have to get warmed up as a quarterback currently.
Cracking back up the middle, brought down by number 71, Gavin Miller, after a short game.
Number 71, Gavin Miller.
Oh, I'd imagine. Well, you were too. I heard your son Connor got a start for 8th grade, so you know how it feels. All right, so second down and 8 for the Rams there at the 18-yard line now of the Trojans. This is McCracken able to shed a tackle, keeps on his feet, and gets to about the 10-yard line.
Kind of a delayed handoff, right? I wouldn't count off all of it a lot. I mean, it looked like he was going to be going that same. Momentarily looked like he was going to be rolling with it, but he handoff stand, sort of around on the right side. And if you're getting the key to getting Evan McCracken defensively is to get him in those first 3 steps. And he had the first 3 steps clean, so he was able to push it forward.
All right, so first down and goal here for the Rams. As the ball is spotted, looks like inside the 10-yard line at about the 9.
Not sure what happened with the officials there. They went into the middle of the line to adjust something.
All right, pistol formation with Evan McCracken. As Luke Feitel goes in motion to the left. Shank hands this one off to McCracken. McCracken stops, stutters, and will go down after a short gain to about the 7-yard line. Second down and goal. Yeah, good penetration though so far by the Trojans up the middle, not giving Evan McCracken a whole ton of room. Second down and goal. Shank fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, has a man that's Luke Feitel. Luke Feitel about just short of the goal line, maybe about the 2-yard line. Great tackle there, made by number 21. That was Deshaun LeGreer.
Deshaun LeGreer.
I tell you, part of what broke that play up was it got the tip by the defender, so it slowed the pass down. I took a half second off it. So 2 things on it. One, it was tipped, and so that slowed it down. You would presume he wants a little bit further, sort of lead move open, because there was no one behind him. That could be as a result of the tip, or it could just be that we've got our freshman quarterback making his first start. Jumbo package here. We've got a couple of blockers in. Evan McCracken, Wildcat.
All right, third down and goal. This is McCracken. McCracken going to follow that, tries to go up the middle. McCracken goes towards the end zone and will come short, about a yard short. So 4th down and goal upcoming for Richland. Again, pretty good penetration by the Trojans. They're really stacking up the middle.
4th and goal.
I think you're going to see a repeat of what you just saw, this jumbo pack. You got Janidlo and Joe Panna in the backfield as blockers. McCracken taking the snap. I would guess he's going to follow those 2 guys that are now box guard out to his right in an attempt to get into the end zone.
All right, so 4th down and goal. McCracken going to follow that way, and McCracken is going to spring out to the right side and walk on the end zone for the first Richland Rams touchdown. Ben McCracken is adding to his total.
There are 2 ways you can go about that. You can try to power through, you can try to seal. Okay, so they powered up on the left side, everybody was bottled up for it. They switched over to the right. Janudlo powered into the second man on the outside, kind of went to the right side, built a wall, which basically you just have to make sure the guy can't get around you. With Evan's speed, it's gone in that moment.
All right, so Norrico on to attempt the extra point. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up. And Rico puts this one through, so 7-0 in the fourth here. Remaining in the first quarter, it was Evan McCracken 1-yard run to put this one up.
I can't tell you how hard it is to yeah, for those who do the PA work at the home games, and that's part of a Richland touchdown. It just wants to come out, but it's not something we do here.
That's true. That's it. We're to say hi to your brother-in-law, who's Larry.
Larry is one brother. You just disappointed brother-in-law Jared, who's in Delaware.
Well, the one that I saw today.
Right.
I really hope you're enjoying the broadcast.
Yeah, brother-in-law Jared down in Wilmington. They've got over the years, sing out sophomore year long, following Joe's University. They've got a crew down in Wilmington that watch pretty regularly.
I think that's the crew that wanted to meet Fred Kennedy. Fred Stoll talks about that. He does. You walk around with him in any stadium, and it is amazing. He's a very loved character, and going back there, here home against Centerfield. All right, Rico to kick it away. Again, Rico, a good kick. This one bounced at about the 11-yard line, picked up. This is whoa, that mountain's by kicker, no, Rico. But there's a flag on the play. Yeah, it should be a hold on. Here, Reed got a pretty nice return.
I got to tell you, I thought he was going to attack. I didn't see the hold, but that would explain why suddenly he was able to get through. I didn't see who grabbed who on it, but it looked like there were enough red, white, and blue jerseys that was going to be sealed off, and then suddenly he had a gap. A couple of games of note. Penn Cambria currently leading 7-0 over undefeated Chestnut Ridge. They're midway through the first. Central winning 8-0 over Penns Valley, and the Clearfield Bald Eagle game is 0-0 also late in the first quarter.
How about the Homer Center game? I know Fred would want to know. So there we go. All right, so first down and 10 for the Trojans. They are at their own 22-yard line off the holding penalty.
The rain has started back up.
Tom's here, back here in the backfield. Julius Reed back to throw. Julius Reed going to haul this one off to the right. And had a man just overthrown. That was number 5. They were looking for, that is Khalid Taylor.
Is it me or is it getting dark in here?
It's getting a little bit dark. But Coach Black has got my back. Don't worry.
And that's the kind of deep ball I would expect the Trojans to throw. You get the 3-step drop and you're throwing a deep spot in the field, and hope your athlete can make a play down there. He's not going to have a lot of time, even if we don't send special packages. He's a very talented defensive line and an offensive line for Johnstown that's been challenged all year. So strength against weakness here for the Rams up front.
All right, second down and 10. Julius Reed will hand this one off to Consier Baxter. Great penetration by the Rams. Consier Baxter has it off to the right and runs into about 3 yards from the Rams there. Led by number 55, Brody Hollis. Grady Chase, Dugan Chase. I said Grady Chase. Dugan Chase.
If his dad's out there, then we've got a problem. I think there's probably some sort of PIAA violation going on if dad good.
I saw he's wearing 66 now. Yep, just saw that now.
I will give the running back credit there when that play was designed to go left, and as soon as he got the ball, there were 2 white jerseys on the left. He did a good job of putting on the brakes, but when he turned around, that allowed the left side to close it up, and some more short tackling closed things up.
All right, so 4-yard loss, third down and 14 now coming. Down to 2:57 and counting here, Richland leading 7-0. As Demir Reed, again, this was just getting swallowed up by the Richland Rams, defending some other loss, and going all the way back to the 10. Great penetration once again by Richland.
I tell you, on that one, Joe kind of came right side. Joe McInerney had nice penetration left side. The quarterback, Senior, tried to go left. Joe McInerney was sealed off for a moment. When he went back the other way, Joe got a piece, and then at that point, the other Joe McInerney also got a hold of him. So good tandem football there, keeping the backfield of the Trojans.
All right, Julius Reed is also the punter. So ball spotted at the Trojan 12-yard line as they have to punt this one away on 4th down and 21. High snap. Julius Reed able to get it off. Very low kick. And it'll run, take a good Johnstown bounce, and it'll be touchdown right about the 35-yard line. So Richland starts in great field position here. And then they'll give it spotted to 36, it looks like.
Sponge up looked like Cody Yeager that took a run at that. Cody came very close to blocking, I think. 24?
There you go. Just gonna have to get the lowdown on that, and there you have it. So great route. See if he's gonna win an Emmy. Sponge is going to win it, Emmy. So very good, Sponge.
A regional one, but an Emmy nonetheless.
All right, first down and 10, Richland. As they take over here, just like Devin McCracken's going to be in at quarterback.
But Easton Robertson in behind him.
Backfield, yep.
So both the primary running backs in the game right now.
Ryan starts this one at the Johnstown Trojan 36-yard line. It's Easton Robertson who goes up the middle, gets over the 35-yard line to about the looks like 32. Alright, so they're spotted at the 33-yard line, so second down and 7. Doc Shank back in at quarterback now. Easton Robertson checks out, and there's a freeze play, and Johnstown does jump. It's going to be a offside call against Johnstown.
I'm always fascinated by when the freeze play works, and it's so overwhelming and so obvious. The referees blow the whistle, but they don't bother throwing the flag. The one on the far sideline just dropped it by his feet. So that makes it just a second down of 2, maybe 3 yards.
Second down and maybe a long one. Shank back to throw. Shank throws it over the middle a little high. He had Arnold McGarrow cutting across the middle of the field and just a little too tall. Looking at third down and 1.
Well, I got to tell you, I think he hurried that by a half step too. He was open, but if he, I didn't count his steps back, but the timing of those things are so important, and you throw that a little sooner, then he's not quite good. So that's high here, but if he waits a half a second, that's probably right in the numbers at the same time.
All right, so third down and 1. Shank going to pitch this one out to McCracken. McCracken will get, looks like over the 25-yard line. It'll be a first down, Richland.
All right, Shank completely did a pirouette on that handle. We're seeing some different wrinkles in terms of motion and things that the Rams are doing in the backfield to kind of draw eyeballs away. We do have a Trojan nursing an ankle here. I think he might have to come out of the game. He's going to, down onto the turf he goes. Looks like his left ankle. I don't know if it's a cramp or an injury, but he was trying to get the official's attention that he wasn't going to be able to make it out again and he needed to. So.
Yes, a little bit of,
He just opened it on there.
Yeah, a little bit of excitement, a little bit of nerves, but yeah, he went on down. He had Arnold McGarrow wide open coming across the field on a slant play, and as Jim said, maybe just a little timing issue, and we'll work that out.
You get a little excited, and sometimes you need to be tired. Sometimes he's running around out there, or sometimes you're taking a couple of good hits, and it knocks that little extra energy out of you, and you can just settle in and play your game.
All right, well, we have a moment. We'll go ahead and run down our sponsors. We want to thank them. We cannot do any of this without our sponsors, so thank you to Roof Rejuve, Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Advantage Auto, Mahalco's, Soccer Rodell DiMartino DMD, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FX Screen Printing, The Fifth Bar and Grill, Flair of Country, Johnstown Construction, Nico's, FWF, First Fleet Advertising, John Poncione, Wood Repair, Best Window, First Summit Bank, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire, Poncione Financial, RPM Signs, Advanced Office Systems, DB Homes, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Memorial Chevrolet, Chansun Chong Medical Center, Rizzo's, Cardellino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Tap 814, Asiago's, Market Basket, Ashboro Landscaping, Vantage Physical Therapy, RNDT, Moore Family Dentistry, and Big Dogs Bar and Grill.
Team building right, Big Dogs after the game.
There you go. Down to minute 16 in the first quarter. Richland leading 7-0. Has the ball first and 10. The Trojan 23-yard line is Shank back to throw. Setting up the screen play. Has McCracken. McCracken able to pick his way over the 15 to 10. And pushes his way down to about the 5-yard line. And the first down goal with him.
Well, I tell you, that was well executed. I thought, for a moment there, I thought Johnstown was getting some good penetration, but it was by design. And we've had a couple teams, sniff that out a little bit and get some guys in and around Evan. In that case, Evan had some space and put us in an excellent position to double up on a lead right now.
Right, Richland looking to go up 2 scores now. Lead here 7-0 with only 45 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Shank rolls out to his right. Shank going to keep it. Shank throws now. Has the man in the end zone. There's a touchdown. I think that is Luke Vitale. And it is the big O, Luke Vitale. So number 0, Luke Vitale, puts the Rams up 13-0, pending the extra point.
Good patience on that one. I think when that ball was originally supposed to go to Luke was covered. He kept running his route, and then Shank was able to lead him with it and threw it into a tighter window, I think, than what was designed. And that's not necessarily an easy ball to catch out in front of you like that if you haven't been catching balls the entire game. So good job by Luke Feitel on your reception.
All right, Grayson Malley usually doing the holding with Easton Robertson now. And in the snap, they blew the whistle here.
Caught a break on that, actually.
It was flag dropped in the end zone.
Whistle and a flag, but the snap was, the ball apparently wet, slipped in Easton's hand. So this actually is going to work to Richland's advantage, but I'm not so certain if that was going to end with a clean kick.
Yep, the flag was on Richland, so back 5 yards, and Rick go on to kick it away. Looking for the extra point here, 13-0 your score. Good snap, good hold, and Ritko puts this one up and good. So good hold that time by Easton Robinson. The Rams go up 14-0 here at Trojan Stadium with 30 seconds in the first quarter.
You know you're living right whenever you've got a play that's going horribly wrong, but you get penalized for 5 yards and you get to a spot and do it right back at one point in the grand scheme of things, but that ball was going to be, he was not going to get that kickoff. He had the whistle not blown, and that was going to be a scramble play at best.
I'm sure Ryan Roberts will say, don't worry, Easton going to pick that up and sprint it out to the left side and walk in for a 2-point conversion.
I'm not saying that's not a possibility. I'm simply saying there was no way Ritko was kicking that ball.
True. Very true.
Yeah. I was giving you the death stare, Jim. Like, hey. Pick that up and put it right in.
Well, Ryan and I have shared the bond of being fathers of smaller athletes. Of course, I'm talking about Sam, not necessarily Joe. And we both know there's an advantage that when you're very low to the ground and all those linemen are there, it takes them a while to find you. So Easton would have had the element of surprise starting out on his knees. It's the only play in football where you can do that, right? Starting out that low to the ground with the ball, they wouldn't have been sure which way he was going had he had to scramble, had they called fire.
Rick Yolanda kicking away back deep for the Trojans is going to be Beanie and Samir Reed. Rick Yo puts this one deep, fielding just inside the 10-yard line. This is Samir Reed, goes out the right side, has some space grabbed by the shirt. It's over the 40-yard line. It's right to the 45. Good return by Samir Reed.
So, Rico's made the last 3%. I don't think that's the best special teams design. So, clearly the Rams are going to have to clean some things up on their tackling and their assignments getting downfield. You don't want to be in that spot where your kicker necessarily has to make that tackle.
Richland's had a couple games where they actually struggled a little bit on special teams. The Port Carroll game comes to mind. They gave a 93-yard kickoff returning this game so far. If it wasn't for the holding call on the last kick return, Johnstown would have started out in about the same position as Amir Reed has turned the last two in some pretty good yards. So first down and 10 come the Trojans here with 21 seconds remaining in the first quarter. They have the ball at their own 43-yard line. Julius Reed throws this quickly out to his left. As the ball comes out, and I think they say he's down. That was close, but I'm not sure if the ball was out. I'm not sure if he's down or not, but
I'm going to be gagged for a moment there. That looked like Joe put a pretty good lick on that. Tell me Sponge, and Joe finally, that wasn't an arm tackle. That looked like a serious tackle.
yeah, so the ball spotted at the 46-yard line. That will end the first quarter. So I think Sponge has the Richland Rocket report. So Sponge, take it away.
Wearing a bra can cause breast cancer. That is false.
You gotta control the flow of information.
Yeah.
You heard that too? Okay. Did you hear that?
in the second quarter, first play. Second down and 7 is Julius Reed will hand this one off to number 2, and he will take it about midfield. That is right. So he'll come short of the first down by a couple of yards, being a third down and about 2.
Well, this is certainly short now. Third, and it's a short 2. Again, Johnstown for taking a 4-down mentality rather than try to spread anything out or try to outrun that Richland defense. Try to pop something up the middle, see if they can get a yard of it, and maybe they get them both here right now, and then go for it again on 4th down, and just try to keep possession of the football.
All right, ball at the 49-yard line, third down and 2. Looks like Durant may be staying in the backfield here. As Julius Reed goes into the gun, he will hand off to Durant. Durant pitches away, has the first down and more, and a flag to play, and that's going to be coming back on a holding call.
First down.
Do we think it's a hold, or do one of our guys get a hold of a face mask?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hold. Yeah. So what would have been a first down is now going to turn back into a 3rd and 12. At least because it's the spot of the foul, so 10 yards from where that happened. It's going to make it a lot more than that, Jim.
Good fight now, moving a little slowly out there for the Rams. I don't know if he's favoring a leg or if he's holding his lower back, but came out of that side a little worse for the leg.
All right, so the ball comes all the way back to the 41-yard line of Johnstown. They have to get to about the 47-yard line of Richland. So 3rd down and 11.
I tell you, if I'm a Richland defensive back, I give these guys plenty of room and bet that I can get to the ball better than the receiver on this deep ball because they're not exactly precision passes.
All right, Julius Reed back through. Has a man, Joe McInerney, who comes in and puts him down for a big sack all the way back to about the 25-yard line. Boy, Joe McInerney looked like he was shot out of a cannon, just came running right in on Julius Reed.
It's almost like the offensive tackle said, we're calling what to do. But Joe McInerney was through, so either he guessed or just went untouched. And again, without the benefit of replay, you almost feel like there was a missed blocking assignment because even just a small piece of him coming through would have slowed that kind of pursuit.
All right, so Johnstown has to punt it away. This is Julius Reed. Again, Richland comes way in on Julius Reed, able to get it away. Good low kick and a good Johnstown bounce. As it's going to be down at about 34-yard line of Richland. So the Rams leading here 14-0 with 9:58 remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, he's coming so quick on that. The switch he can't really do.
Well, I would think right now the grade on Dominic Shanks had a nice game. Admittedly, not a whole lot of pressure on it. May have missed 2 passes that he probably should have hit. Even the tip ball, that was fun. That's one of those passes on the run where they know that guy's going to be there. The job is to lob it and lead the receiver. He threw more to a spot, the loop is going to be freezing up for it. So, but overall, I would think he's got to be pleased.
That's first down 10 Richland. It's going to be a fake toss. The Shank rolls out to his right. Evan McCracken at the 50-yard line. Makes a stutter move and brings it to about maybe the 30, let's see where this spot is, to maybe the 47-yard line of Johnstown.
I tell you, they had Austin Yarlick going in motion around from left to right and a fake pitch to him. And that drew some eyeballs. When Shank turned, I thought he was going to run because it looked like he had plenty of running room. I'm not sure where Evan was lined up originally, but an easy pass in the flat, an easy completion and a nice game.
All right, it's first down and 10 Rams into Johnstown territory at about the 47-yard line. 14-0 is your score here from Trojan Stadium. Shank throws this one out to his left and off the fingertips of the defender. That was number 1, Vini. Able to knock it away. The receiver was Arnold Guerra. So second down and 10.
Broken up on the play by number 1, Gerald Meany Jr.
Yeah, a little damp out there, obviously. Sponges. Is it still misting or is it pretty dry now? All right, but the turf is going to be wet still, so the ball's going to have to be really dry off.
Well, and sometimes too, when you're constantly in the shotgun fight, the subtle art of catching and getting the ball into the spot in your hand. It's easier to warm up and throw, but did you catch it and you have it where you want it in the threads to make it happen?
All right, quick throw here to
that's the Arnold. or is it Jude McGarrett?
Jude McGarrett brought down quickly. Bring up third down and 10 to go play. Yeah, I'm sure it's just a matter of feel, and I guess he probably feels like he gets a better grip without the gloves. All right, third down and 10.
Need to get a chunk of this now.
This is McCracken. Goes up the middle. McCracken has the seam. Held on by the shirt, but able to pick up a first down. So good penetration up the middle there by Evan McCracken. We have a hurt Johnstown player.
And by chunk of it, I mean hybrid.
Yeah.
And for a moment there, I don't think everyone's going to break through and maybe bust out for the whole touchdown. But somebody managed to get it the tail end of his shirt. You can see it, the laundry being pulled back.
All right, so first down and 10 go. The Rams. Evan McCracken picks up 10 yards on a carry to the 37-yard line of Johnstown. And we'll check out of the game is Easton Robertson and Luke Vitale will check in.
Luke appears to be moving a little bit better now. If you recall, in their last defensive series, seemed to be a little bit slow.
Shank gets the sideline for the play. A little motion there found by Richland. So Richland goes off and goes a little illegal procedure.
By little motion, you mean all 10 guys
Yeah, all
except
10
for the
guys.
center that didn't snap the football. The only person that didn't move was the center, who was probably the one that should have moved at that point. Yeah, they definitely did not think it was on the one. We know that.
First down and 15 for Richland. Trips to the right here for the Rams. No wide receiver to the left. And Robertson is your backer. This will be Robinson who will go up the middle. Easton Robertson pushes close to the 36-yard line.
Looks like you got most of the penalty yardage back.
We'll see where they spot this ball. Easton Robertson's done a really good job.
I'll tell you what's been interesting with these things. Nobody has worked harder than that young man over the years to get some varsity time. Really has done a great job. Little pump fake.
All right, we're going to try this one off to the right side. The ball fluttering like it's picked off there by Consier Baxter. Baxter up over the 20-yard line, brought down. Little wobbly ball came out of the hands of
Consier Baxter. First down, Trojans.
Jude McGarrett able to run him down and tackle him. So Consier Baxter able to pick off the second pass. Well, it was a really wobbling pass too. It wasn't on a nice spiral. It was a pretty wobbly pass.
Look, Arnold had space. If he managed to get enough from that ball that he can get it into the end zone, Arnold can catch that easily and it's going to be a touchdown. The fact that it was shorter is what gave him the opportunity for the interception. And Arnold defended the ball with one hand and maybe should focus more on a tackle or breakup. But that's part of learning that position as a young player as well.
All right, first down and 10 for the Trojans at their own 24-yard line off the interception. Julius Reed back to throw. Julius Reed throws it out to his right and at the feet of the Penn receiver, Raheem Durant, will fall incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
I can't tell you what a difficult catch it is to try to make. And we all watch on Sundays and we watch guys make some spectacular routine. But a ball down by your ankles as you're running left at full tilt is a very difficult ball. You're running away from the pass and it's down by your ankle, so he got his hands on it. I'm not surprised he wasn't able to pull it. And I know it wasn't going to go for anything anyway, because when you do pull in that pass, it's very hard to gather yourself in, and there was a defender in the end.
All right, 7:40 remaining here before halftime. Richland leading 14-0. Trojans have the ball off the interception by Consier Baxter, second down and 10 from their own 24-yard line. And off to Durant. And Durant held on by Joe Pennant and brought down for a loss on the play.
Well, I mean, that was one part good tackling, and I'm going to tell you probably another part good coaching, because Joe seemed to have that play read out. Something he was scouting for it, because he knew right where to go, and the ball carrier got there in a hurry, and he got enough of a hold of him that the momentum got broken up. Then he had to wrestle him to the ground, but that was a good read, and Joe was going to the spot, beat the runner to the spot of the ball.
All right, so loss of 3 on the play, going to bring us third down and 13. Down to 7:06 and counting here before halftime. Again, we're only here 14-0. The rain has stopped here in Johnstown. It's actually a pretty comfortable night. So we're going to go an empty set here as Julius Reed will go into the gun. Julius Reed back to throw. Julius Reed spins on to his left. And will have to just throw it away as the Declan Piscatello coming at him. And they'll bring up 4th down, and Johnstown will have to punt. Yeah, he's done great with those orange shoes. He should wear them forever. Absolutely. Did he actually say they were gold, or did he say they were blue?
I'm good. I got no, I can't.
He still swears those shoes are red. I'm sorry, orange.
Richland has gone after the punter a couple of times, and McCracken generally cheats up in that case. Not McCracken, I'm sorry. Austin Yarnick. Yarnick back at the 50 now, so perhaps he'll be making for the Rams now.
It's time to, this is the shank off the foot of Julius Reed. That will give the Rams excellent field position.
That ball actually ends up 1 yard short of the first down, so about a 9 yard.
That's right.
It just came off sideways. He's been under such pressure. Trying to get it off quickly can get to you. He's had a couple of punts that were low, but he's gotten some good yardage out of it. This one he tried to fire too soon, and ironically, the Rams were not bringing pressure that time. They did have the return set.
It's a name we haven't called very much. It's Austin Yarnick in this ball game. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line of Johnstown. Dom Shank empty backfield as Evan McCracken now will go in motion to the left. Shank fakes the hand up, keeps it himself, goes off the right tackle and gets inside the 15-yard line for a Richland 1st down to about the 14.
Well, you have to. I mean, it does present an opportunity for the running back to take off, especially if that fake is a good one where you actually follow through it and Evan acts like he has the ball. He's going to draw crowds.
All right, so it looks like we're going Wildcat here with Evan. No, that's Shank now. Shank back to throw. Shank going to throw this one into the end zone. Lobs it, has the man, has Evan McCracken into the end zone. Here's another Richland Ram touchdown. A 14-yard pass from Don Shank to Evan McCracken.
That was a pretty ball. There was a defender there. He dropped it over his shoulder. I'd say even that one was a little wobbly sponge. What do you think? But it went to a very, very tight window and a good catch by Evan.
All right, so no Rico on to attempt the extra point again. Easton Robertson is your holder for the injured Grayson Malla. And look at Johnstown jumped offside. Kick was up, kick is good, but there should be a flag on the play. I think Johnstown here jumped. Yeah, it's going to be offside on Johnstown. So we'll see what Richland's going to do. Are they going to keep the point, or are they going to have them move to the 1 gym and maybe go for 2?
Is that official pointing on Richland?
No, I saw the call for offside. And now they're having a little discussion. They are pushing it back. Maybe it was a motion penalty on Richland, but I thought it was offside Johnstown. No, it's offside. It's offside.
All right.
Yeah, offside on Johnstown. So let's say Richland will take the point.
And no Rico celebrate.
Yeah. Actually, I saw them make the call for offside on the sideline over there, and all of a sudden they stopped, and I thought they were going to move the ball back. But at any rate, Richland leading 21-0 with 6:10 remaining before halftime.
So, I believe Homer Center? Yeah, Homer Center. Homer Center is losing the Portage 6-0. For those of you that are interested in that, Central with a 15-0 lead over Penns Valley in midway through the second. That score is held up so far at Chestnut Ridge, 7-0 Penn Cambria against the undefeated Chestnut Ridge Lions at this point. Clearfield and Ball Eagle have no score. All right, so now Rico's made the last 2. What's that?
They're redoing the extra point, so after all of that, or are we going to go for 2, Sponge? Are we going to accept the penalty?
No one's coming back out to kick.
And push it to the 1. Now they're going to. Okay, this is a little interesting.
Okay, so this is basically a do-over. That nobody appears to be penalized. We're going to go back out. We're going to kick again.
Okay, so Rico, yeah. Well, offside. It was offside. Okay. All right, so Rico on to kick it away again here, and so 20-0 is your score pending this extra point. Good snap, good. Oh no, it's going to be a fake.
Throw it.
As Easton Robertson going to throw it into the end zone and it will fall incomplete. So I'm not sure if it was it just got away, but now your score is 20-0. Yeah, I don't understand that either. They call it offsides, exactly. Yeah.
Well, if they're saying that they blew whistle before the play went off, then that would make sense. But I didn't see.
I didn't see that either. I didn't hear that. The ball was snapped. The whistle blew. Pick was up. It was good. The referees got together and decided they're going to re-kick it, and hold goes awry, and Richland leads 20-0.
So as I've often shared, and different certain groups come up, and a lot of times I don't know. I would always point to this: if Don Bailey's not upset, then whatever happens makes sense to him. Because even with a 30-point lead, he does not get happy if the game being called by the rule or not accordingly. So Coach Bailey does not seem upset. So whatever happened, I don't know that I can define it. If it's okay with Bailey, it's okay. Just wear a t-shirt.
All right, so Rico wanted to kick it all away for the Rams here. Rams is 20-0. He and Samir Reed back.
All right, who wants to make a tackle other than Noah Rico on a special team?
And Rico going to kick this away. They're going to go to Samir Reed again. And Samir Reed brings this up, turns to his left, has some space, turns the corner, Rico back again, and Rico takes him down again. So no Rico, a lone man, once again, flag on the play, this may be coming back. Samir Reed, not sure what why would keep kicking to him. He's had a couple really nice returns, two of them get called back, and it looks like a holding call, but the last one was a nice return. And it is holding this time on Johnstown, so maybe we better not kick to Samir Reed.
Well, you know, it's Rico's going to be a little short tomorrow. Kicking out of the end zone, you don't have to worry about it.
Or kick to the other side and give Beanie a chance. Beanie had a return earlier and did not really go anywhere. And Samir Reed has been a man on a mission on the returns. He doesn't call back on holding calls.
Yeah, well, it looks like that. Luke is the one who I don't think was on. Luke was like a safety, the guy helped.
It's 5:15 remaining here before halftime. Richland leading 20-0. First down and 10 for the Trojans. Will be Grant in the backfield with Julius Reed. Julius Reed back to throw. Throws quickly to his right, has a man. As Consier Baxter, I believe, he's brought down pretty quickly.
That might even have been a loss on this. Again, trying to do what the pressure that the Ram front can put on them. They're running a lot of plays behind the line of scrimmage. It looks like a loss of a yard and a half, maybe.
Yes, they got the Consier Baxter pretty quickly, brought him down, lost on a play, going to call a loss of 2, second down and 12.
Hey, I do want to mention, Coach Bailey and others, we talked about it's National Coaches Day, so if you coached at any level, we want to wish you National Coaches Day. Of course, you're Matt Canada, and not so.
Yeah, he's not getting a lot of love these days, Jim.
Well deserved. Okay.
Second down and 12 for the Trojans. Julius Reed back to throw again. Getting some pressure, throws a nice tight spiral. Has a man over the 35-yard line. And brought down right about the 30-yard line. So first down for the Trojans. Nice pass by Julius Reed under a lot of pressure.
I did say not so much, but I didn't include it.
First down and 10 for the Trojans. They have 5:05. There you go. We have 5:05 remaining before halftime. 20-0 is your score, Richland leading. Julius Reed back into the gun. And Julius Reed will hand us one off to Durant. Durant off the right side. Durant brought down for maybe a couple yard gain to about the 47.
I'll give the Trojan running backs credit. They hit the hole fast, you know, and that one, the handoff a little delayed. That's a lot of times you can have a fumble there while everything's moving that fast in it. So it's a good job by the quarterback to get that handoff in there. The Trojans do, when they do get the ball, they're not lollygagging around. They hit the hole fast. Richland so far has been up to the task, with the exception of maybe 2 runs.
Yeah, sorry, ball at the 42-yard line. Second down and 8 for the Trojans. Trips to the left here for Johnstown. Baxter is the running back. Samir Reed back to throw again, or Julius Reed has man once again close to the 50-yard line. That's spotted about 48. Short of the first down. Have to get to, looks like they have to get to the 50. So third down and 2 upcoming. Down to 4 minutes here before halftime. The passing game so far, Jim. A couple nice passes here by Julius Reed on this drive.
Well, if you're Johnstown here, 30 yards and a half, and it's about going for it, you go ahead and take a deep pop and then try to get it on 4th down, or do you go ahead and try to run this up the middle, get the first down, and get the chain move?
Baxter will stay in the backfield here with Julius Reed. And Willie Baxter off the handoff. Almost didn't get the handoff, and he's brought down. That might even be a loss on the play.
I'd say
Maybe about a half a yard loss, so bring up 4th down.
Austin Blau brought the wood on that one. It looked like they were going to get the first down, and everything stopped abruptly when number 63 met the running back in the hole.
Not a very clean handoff as well. Grant almost lost it.
Well, it goes back to what we just said. They're relying on that speed and that quick, so a bobble can throw off an entire play. And there was a little bobble there, and bought just enough time. But even with that, again, the laws of physics say that the first down. Austin Blau had other ideas.
All right, 4th down and 2. Big play upcoming in this ball game. We're leading 20-0. Julius Reed pitches one now. He's going to fake the pitch, rolls out to his right, and is going to find nowhere and has to go out of bounds. And Richland will take over on down. So again, they stop Richland defense on 4th down. Second time in the ball game, they stop the Trojans on a big 4th down play.
Well, you know, a belly fake on that one, and the play design in that is that they hope everybody bites on the belly fake and the quarterback pops around the outside. In that case, I think we did have one defender who had responsibility on the running back, but the left side of Richland's defense did not relent. There was nowhere for it to go. So the deception part of that play simply didn't work.
All right, 2:42 remaining before halftime. Richland has the ball, 1st and 10. They'll take over at the Trojan 40. Let's see where they spot this. Inside the 45-yard line. And this is Shank rolling out to his right. Shank looking downfield. Shank throws the pass. Has a man. Wide open is Austin York. Austin York makes a little stutter step move and goes in the end zone for another Richland touchdown.
That was a good looking pass there.
That was very nice. So Austin York does a little stop and start move right around the 3-yard line and able to go into the end zone. We're going to go for the 2-point conversion here now, leading 26-0.
So we had 2 or 3 flags on extra point attempts so far. Right? So let's see if we can get something without a hanky.
All right, Evan McCracken will have the pistol formation here for the Rams. Shank in the shotgun. 2-point conversion try. Shank rolls out to his right, has a man, and that is a completed pass for a 2-point conversion. And that is number 90, I believe. That is
Nick Hugh.
Nick Hugh. Has a 2-point conversion here for Richland, 28-0. Your score from Trojan
Ladies
Stadium.
and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to direct your attention to the video scoreboard for another Conemaugh Health System
Nick Hugh's a
trivia
pretty
question.
big body. Listed at 5'10", 180.
Nick Hugh.
What is not a cause of breast
great
cancer?
plays in BE minor league history, turning a double play out
A,
of nowhere
smoking.
when all
B,
teams
family
lost for the
history.
Mets.
Or C, sugar.
Back in my coaching of the Mets day, anytime I see Nate Hugh,
C,
I
sugar.
can't help but think of that. He somehow
While it
gets
is
to
not
the
known
hole,
for
right,
its
grabbing the ball,
benefits, sugar
slipping
does
into
not
the
cause
first
breast
base.
cancer.
Or the second baseman who we actually had playing on the bat. So it was and suddenly a double play. So that might have been the only better catch that I've ever seen from Nate Hugh than the one we just saw. Him deep in the hole up at the RB.
I have a triple play to my credit, playing T-ball. I do. I was playing T-ball in New York. Got a triple play actually in an all-star game. A little pop-up over the second base bag. I made the catch. Runner was already moving to third base. I stepped on the bag and then threw it over to first and triple play. I'm telling you, she never did.
Taylor Swift, again, did I mention there's a rumor she might be at the
She might be here.
again next
She might
week?
be here. She may be singing. We're not sure
I'm
yet.
not saying it's factual. I'm just saying that she seems to be going to a lot of football games.
All right, we'll see if they do not kick it this time to Zamir Reed. As me is the other deep man, but it will be Zamir Reed who will pick this one up again inside the 10-yard line. Zamir Reed. This time, Richard does a really good job and stacks him up short of the 20-yard line. Some good coverage there that time by the Rams. I know Richo does not have to make a tackle.
Nobody is happier than Mrs. Richo. Noah actually was giving praise that he didn't have to make a play.
You got to hit that rim shot here. That was fantastic. All right, so ball spotted at the 18-yard line of Johnstown. 2:26 remaining before halftime. Richland leading 28-0.
Well, the Trojans have found some success trying to run the, I'd say that intermediate route on the right side. They've run the ball deep a couple of times, and that sets that up. Your defensive backs they don't want to give up the big play, so you're giving that cushion on it. And they found some room over there. If they can find it again and maybe break a tackle, or they might go ahead and pump fake on that if he has the time. So that's where Johnstown's had a little bit of success.
All right, Julius Reed back throws this to Durant. Durant able to spin off one tackle and then it's hit by Declan Piscatello high and Evan McCracken low as he gets to about the 21-yard line, about a 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7 upcoming.
I'm going to have to look at video on that, but I think you had another incident there where both Joes were arriving relatively at the same time and the white jerseys knocked each other off. When you did the little spin, neither one had a hold. Even with that, it's what, 2-yard gain?
Yeah, 2 yards. That's about a 3-yard gain. It's called 2nd down and 7.
It's difficult to describe just how much of the game is going on behind the Johnstown line of scrimmage.
All right, Julius Reed goes back in the gun. Durant to his right. Reed back to throw. Reed throwing it high out to the left side. Has a man. That is number 1. Goes up and gets it. He grabs it over Jude McGarwa. And 1st down Trojans. To about the 47-yard line. That's a good pass by Julius Reed. We see him throw a couple of nice balls tonight, Jim.
Well, one of the things Jude, again, has learned, now he's a junior, but this is his first extensive playing kind of that defensive back, that on that deep ball on that, once you don't necessarily turn around, you play those hands. You don't want to go into his hands, but when that guy puts his hands up, you start slapping away and knocking things free. Austin Yannick has learned that subtle art very well over the last 2 years.
Durant able to go to the line and spin off and picks up some positive yards as he spins it out to the left. Trying to go up the middle, Jim, and hit the Richland line, able to bounce off, make a spin move, and gets into Richland territory right around the 49-yard line with only 57 seconds remaining before halftime.
Yeah, you almost don't need to say the number when a guy makes a spin move and it looks like he has a little bit of space and suddenly doesn't have a little space. you know Evan's playing defense.
Yeah, for the running clock, we're at 28-0.
What's your hurry, guys? Let's get a nice stop here.
That was a good run by Durant. It looked like he had nothing when that play started. Able to pick up 5 yards.
I tell you, the way the ball is slipped on some of the quarterback's hands and given some of the deep play, it's probably only a matter of time before Yannick or McGarrett get an interception deep down the field.
Julius Reed back to throw again. Throws this one over the middle, looking for a man to broke free. That is Monsieur Baxter who makes the catch. Flag on the play. So targeting pass interference on Richland, so the play should stand. Great concentration by Monsieur Baxter. And Johnstown will have it 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line.
Well, and that ball, bobbled's not even quite the word. It kind of popped out of his hand. As he was going down, it stayed close to the body there, and he was able to pull it in. So the Richland D will have to dial it up if they're going to keep that goose egg in there for halftime. Only 51 seconds left. Johnstown's biggest threat to score right now. They'll get 4 cracks from about where they mark. Let's see if Coach Rick dials up a little pressure on this first play to make them make a fast decision. Joe's lined up right side and on the line. So you got both Joe McEnany and Joe Penner right side. They usually bring a lot of heat from this position.
Empty backfield too here as Julius Reed goes into the gun. 1st down and goal from the 8. Reed getting a lot of pressure, as you said, Jim, and it's Joe Penner who slams him to the turf behind the play for a huge loss. Joe Bennett got in, grabbed his shirt, did not let go, and brought Julius Reed down. Let's see where their spot is. This is going to be outside the 15-yard line, outside the 20-yard line actually, maybe just inside the 19. So about 11-yard loss on the play. Dialing up the pressure. There's about 4 bodies coming in. Joe Bennett broke free, grabbed the shirt of Julius Reed, able to spin him down. So Jim, you want to run down the sponsors?
I would gladly do that for you, for the team. Big Dogs Grill, More Family Dentistry, RNGT, Advantage Physical Therapy, Ashbro, Market Basket, Asiaga, PAC 814, Sporting Good Discounter, Carolina Eye Care, Rizzo, Champion Zone, and Bloomberg Medical, Memorial Chevrolet, our friends at Beauty Line, Precious Metals and Diamonds, the Little Hollow Group, BB Homes, Advanced Office Supplies, RPM Center, Launchini Financial, also brought to you by our friends at Dean Jordan Power, Pinnacle Chiropractic, First Summer Bank, Best Window, Wimber Care, First Team Advertising, FWF, Nico's, Johnstown Construction, Flair Country, the Fifth Bar and Grill, SX Screen Grill, Slovenian Savings Alone, Ed D. Martino, DMD, Mahalco's, Advantage Auto, Roof Rejuve, and our friend Senator Wayne Lagerholt. Thank you, Senator, for your support.
All right, second down and goal from the 19-yard line after Joe Bennett sack. As Julius Reed will go back into the gun with Durant in the backfield. Julius Reed back to throw, getting some pressure again, steps up in the pocket, makes a jump throw, pick off by Evan McCracken, one-handed pickoff. McCracken turns right around the 15-yard line before being brought down. So Evan McCracken, a one-handed interception, and Richland keeps the 0 on the board with 7 seconds remaining before halftime. They have plenty of time. You have any time left on the clock, it's plenty of time for Richland to score.
Well,
Okay, deal.
Pressure's not even the word there.
Gotcha.
The turnstiles. Every man
You're welcome.
wearing
Come back.
a white helmet beat their guy on that play. And the quarterback did not have a lot of options.
All right, so first down and 10, Richland. They're at their own 15-yard line. This is going to be the last play of the first half.
So maybe Arnold McGarrow, this right side, he's the lone one. Late substitution for Johnstown. Richland's going to start out with
An extra
get
5
an
yards.
extra 5 yards.
Yep. Or they call a timeout in time. No, it's a new flag. There it is. Okay.
No, so we got trips left. Arnold McGarrow lined up right. He's at this point appears to be in single coverage, and I didn't see deep safety help. Now this might give Johnstown an opportunity to reassess what they want to do defensively on this. But my guess right now, if they're going to actually try to score, they're going to go deep down this right sideline to Arnold McGarrow.
This is going to be hit up to McCracken, and McCracken sprints out to the right side. McCracken going to run out of bounds, but two still time on the clock, 1 second on the clock. We have 2 Johnstown players.
Boy, given their proximity, you wonder if they ran into each other.
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
Did you see what happened on that?
Down for the Trojans is number 21, Deshaun Greer, and I believe number 58, Dick Connor. And yeah, I think.
Yeah, so I mean, you never want to speculate on injuries, but 2 players, well, 71.
71, okay, so it's 71 is the player. That's Gavin Miller, he's up and getting off the field, okay? So Tracy Kinay is coming out to check on the injured Trojan player. And it looks like he's going to be helped to his feet. Leg injury on number 58, Jacob Connor. So 1 second left on the clock. Richland has this ball at about the 34-yard line.
Well, yeah, I was surprised by the run to McCracken on that play. I think he might give McGarrett, again, I'm going to go back to that. Well, Johnstown's going to be, they've got multiple guys back each side. Let's see where they've lined up.
All right, so first down and 10.
Can't imagine we're not going to have motion out of this.
And this will be the last play of the half as McCracken goes in motion to the left. Back to throw goes Shank. They're looking for McCracken. Has it. And a crack and brought down and a nice tackle there by number 1, Harold. And now the half of Richland leads this one 28-0 heading into the break.
Yeah, a lot of good out of that. Definitely a workout. We talked about it in the team game. We have not had a team game. Kick returning and kicking. Not so much the kicker, so much as the outside snap exchange, that sort of thing. And whatever the heck it was that happened on the right side line, there's all we need to do over.
All right, so go ahead and step aside. It's 28-0. You are listening to the Richland Ram Football Network.
No, thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we ask to direct your Memorial Highway Chevrolet, Johnstown, the Greater Johnstown Athletic Department to recognize outstanding student athletes during our fall sports season. Please welcome Ashley Altline of Memorial Highway Chevrolet, who will present our student athletes. Our first student athlete is sophomore Emma McAfee. This fall, Emma is participating in both varsity cheerleading and varsity girls soccer. Our next student athlete winner is Amani Rozier. Amani is a member of the girls volleyball team. Congratulations to Emma and Amani on this prestigious accomplishment. Fans, again, don't forget to take it to the house by visiting Memorial Highway Chevrolet.
Did Jim tell you this? With Windber's win last week against Uniontown, they surpassed Johnstown for the winningest program in the
Oh, nice. Nice. Thank you.
One of those consensus things. Now you do have a team with Evan McCracken, a guy that's fastest kid in the state and a West Point commit. But there's a feeling that if you don't catch Richland this year, you're going to have some problems because you got although there's only 11 of them, you got a very strong contributing junior class coming back, and the freshmen who are quarterback and at wide receiver and defensive back and safety. Those guys are only going to be bigger, stronger, faster, and better next year. So. That's just part of the recipe of what's going on here. I did talk to both the Dom Shank's parents at halftime.
Are they breathing okay?
They are breathing. Apparently on that first pass that hit the helmet and went flying through apparently it was a blood-curdling scream. I'll let you decide whether it was mom or dad that did it. All I know is at one point I think local authorities were called, but it proved to just be an incomplete pass.
Hey, guys, I'm going to do the senior spotlight.
Well, have at it.
Ashton Martinez, his favorite sport, football. His favorite athlete, teammate, Brody Hollis. His favorite coach, Coach Rugg. His favorite teacher, Mr. Donahue. Favorite subject is math. His post-high school plans, college. Studied biology. And his favorite car is Decker's car. His favorite movie is Creed 2. Favorite quote is, "Water can flow or crash. Be like water, my friend." Bruce Lee.
Very, very nice. Very nice.
Were you actually attempting to sound like Bruce Lee?
He was.
I think I did.
I thought it was pretty reasonable.
All right, and Preston Warner. Preston Warner is the first one we've had that his favorite sport is not football, it's basketball. His favorite athlete is teammate Ethan Janidlo. His favorite coach is Bailey. Favorite teacher, Mrs. Lohr. Favorite subject, history. His post plans are college. He'd like to study sports management. His favorite car is Evans Mini Cooper. We've heard that a few times this year. His favorite movie is Toy Story 2. And his favorite quote is, "More chips." Never heard that one.
Okay, well there you go. I know you guys' favorite car is my 2012 Impala. So yeah,
the Impala is a fine vehicle.
It got us to Huntington just fine.
I have one. I have a 2019 myself.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's black. I tell people all the time, if Batman had a family, he'd be driving a black Impala.
Ed, it wasn't the car; it was the guy driving it.
Hey, come on now, you settle down. Actually, I was being navigated by you guys, so there you go.
Yeah,
it's not the driver; it's the navigator.
I don't believe you've got that. You had some sort of GPS, the Amelia Earhart GPS on your dashboard.
I had a dashboard. I wasn't talking, so you guys got to walk me through this, and then pretty soon I'm turning on a road that didn't exist, and so I had nothing to do with that.
It had a very Twilight Zone feel to it, I will tell you that.
It did. All right, so it looks like we're getting ready to start the third quarter. Richland here 28-0, one score away from being into the running clock, which we all love. Back deep for the Rams is going to be number 13, Austin Yarnick, and number 24, Cody Yeager. And just ahead of them is going to be Evan McCracken.
You know, you say that about loving the rolling clock, and I understand the reasons why.
We do. We love the rolling clock.
But that said, the younger guys that get in a lopsided game like this, they want the minutes, they want the time. You want to see them play.
Well, they're young, we're old, so yeah, I'll take the running clock any day of the week. All right, so kicking off is number 21. This is Deshaun LeGrier, and puts this one on the turf, and it's Evan McCracken who picks it up. Evan McCracken sprints out to his right, and then tries to bring it back left. He's brought down right about the 35-yard line. Richland will take over 1st and 10.
Wouldn't it have been something if Noah Rico would have had the tackle on that play?
Yeah, Rico's made some really nice stops here on special teams tonight.
The first tackle on his first kickoff was actually a pretty hard lick on the sideline. It was an excellent defensive play.
He's gotten some time at the corner here and there.
Yeah, I've noticed that. He's been on the field a couple of times in some defensive sets. All right, so Dom Shank will go into the gun with Evan McCracken set to his left. First play of the third.
Yeah, this is one of those things. You're up by 35. You don't necessarily want to pull on, so you don't.